11, I mean. So the more you have, and this comes from the Zamaron Love crystals, and again, those collections lead to the this is part of the Lucky Clover something aura, and this one that comes from the Zamaron Love crystal, that one, which I'll show you guys in a second. Like I said, I was just kind of doing a few things at once, but the main goal is just to show you a little trick I learned. A lot of people probably know it, but there are probably some people who don't know it. So let's go to I'm trying to find where my sparring target is, or maybe I'll just put one out, you know what I mean. Yeah, maybe I'll just put one out at 1,000 corpses, so you're not sitting there running back and forth. So you get the heart ribbon aura. You can get now Isis doesn't give you that, but anyway, so that little leprechaun, he gives you the Lucky Clover. The last one you buy from the same vendor, so see here, and you do the same thing here, but this one you don't chase those coins around, you just get it. See, it just comes right to you, and then those shards complete 11, and then that gives you part of the heart ribbon aura, but you don't get it, it just gets you one away. So you get 11 and 11. All right, so and then you, for like 100 of their money, so 100 of the Lucky Clover, you buy the last one, and you get the you get the lucky whatever aura, and then this one you get the heart ribbon aura. They're both 100, and you can sell them too. Yeah, I don't believe you have to. You can make money off of them. So that's one way to make money, and I didn't touch upon that. But and again, in some of these videos, I will touch upon money as I'm doing something else. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bust this wall, get to that, and then go in deco mode to throw up a target. Ugh, that just made me dizzy. What the hell? Okay, we're just gonna put a target right here. Out with the mailbox and in with the sparring target. Oh, matter of fact, I'm stupid. You know what? I'm such an idiot. Christ. He's already out. That's why I can't find him. Now I remember where he's at. This is why I got too many bases or too many things. It's hard to remember everything. Okay. So I know where he's at. He's already out. So in order to replace him, I would have to lift him up. We're not going to do that. Yeah, I kind of reworked some of the floor plan here. Um, and the reason why there's so many walls in this place, eventually I'm going to open it up a little bit. Is just to create more space, you know what I mean? But anyway, he's right here, okay? So in the torture area. So alright, basically, because he's a sparring target, so we're torturing him. See? Makes sense. Alright, so what you do is I'm going to show you a trick on what when you create a loadout, mostly for your damage, not for necessarily the healing, but I think you probably can tick the healing as well. We could try that, but right now we'll just focus damage. Alright, so my issue was I got the heat vision. You see it's on the third ability, right there on circle. Okay, so that heat vision, I was debating on whether or not I was going to add it to my loadout, and you see it burns a little bit over time, you know, 300, 200, and then I was like, alright, well, I also had vengeance. And vengeance is something, it ticks more. See, you can pop this where heat vision, it takes a while, you know, it burns, and I found out through the stats on the if you go into traits loadout, heat vision is vulnerable to interrupt. Okay, which means that if someone has a weapon that interrupts you or a power that interrupts you, you will be interrupted. So it's going to stop your damage stream. Whereas vengeance doesn't have no interrupt. So you can continue to spam vengeance, okay, even when they put interrupt on you, you basically can get right back to doing your damage. And if you notice, if you look at those numbers, you'll see the crit, right? So you see the base number, 7,000, 8,000, then the crit, 16,000, right? So that was a double crit back to back. All right, so now if you look at the tabs, you got league, you know, so combat, you R1 over, you hit the center on your PS4 button or whatever, and you tab over like this, see? There's the tab. So you tab the combat, and then you see, okay, is it worth using one or the other? So I'm going to take it out of my loadout eventually, but you'll see what I'm saying. So we're going to hit heat vision. You see the numbers going. Heat vision, we got a crit for 1030, 10,300, right? 10,300. Then we tick for 315. It's a lot of numbers to sit there and try to add up, right? So basically what it does is it actually adds it up for you. All right, so there you go. It shows you in yellow. It did damage, and it did damage for 14 seconds, and 34,100 whatever total, 17 hits, and then looks like it crit 29%, you know, on one target. And the max crit was 10.3. So it's a lot of data over 14 seconds, right? Now let's see how much difference Vengeance is. Now remember, that's still vulnerable to interrupt. So that damage stream could actually be reduced once you're interrupted. So let me show you now. It will use Vengeance in the same time frame. We're going to use one Mississippi counts, okay, and see how much more effective one is over the other, and whatever one is not as good, we're going to take out of our loadout. Here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we got 14 seconds, and this is all Vengeance. See, it says Vengeance, and Vengeance starts just below the yellow. So we know that the two are not mixed, see? So anything below that yellow is all Vengeance, which was my second ability. So moving down, now here we got Vengeance's number. 11.2 seconds, 143,000 damage in 11.2, whereas Heat Vision only did 34,100. So what do you think you're going to take out? You're taking out Heat Vision. Heat Vision is not good. It's in an iconic power. It is not good at all. It is really just a silly, if you're using sorcery, you take Heat Vision out, and what you're going to do is just take the protective orb. You're going to take the shielding. Where is it? Boon of Souls. Where the heck is that? Right here. You're going to take Boon of Souls, all right? So shield yourself with a protective barrier. But if you're in a healer role, it also barriers 3 people that prevent incoming damage. And for the duration, okay? So let's see. You could be shielding 4 people while in healer role. So let's go to healer role. You could be shielding 4 people in healer role for how long? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. So almost 11 seconds, right? You're shielding yourself and 4 other people. Imagine how much damage you're blocking for your team. Now, if you're in DPS, you're just doing it for yourself. But remember, in 10 seconds, okay? This is why you want Boon of Souls. If you were dueling someone and you're fighting them, they're taking damage now while you're doing that. So, but you're using this. So you're blocking damage, but you're doing damage. See? So they're taking it, but you're not taking damage. So the whole time you're spamming and you're getting to that, say, 120,000 damage, you basically could have blocked, if they had the same ability, you basically could have blocked 100,000 damage. Those are some of the ways you do decisions on certain things. And the way to find this combat tab If you don't know, okay, just I'm assuming you may not know. That's all. All right, this is where you do. You hit settings, because not everybody will have that tab, and you're gonna go to what is it? I think it's is it UI? Let's see. No. That's the only part about it. It's kind of stupid because some of the category right there. Okay, so it's in chat options. So you got voice, video, chat options. Now you got tabs you follow, all right? And basically you want to go to this tab. See how it says combat, loot, default? Default, everyone has default. So just hit square and to edit it, and then you're going to go down and you're going to highlight the combat. Where is it? Let's see here. See, you have combat in, you have combat out. Damage in, damage out. These are where you highlight all of those items. Well, actually, you know, I could be sounding like a dumbass right now because I think you could isolate it. You know, I'm thinking of it wrong. I'm going to say it because I like to call it like I see it. I think what it is you can take the combat and really make it specific. Everyone may have a combat tab, period. I don't think it's something that's normally off, because it looks like in here you can just make it very specific where you say, I just want to see damage out, or I want to just see damage in, etc., etc., or healing out. And so it's the same thing for if you wanted to do the healer role and you wanted to put on that, well, that's invocation of renewal. So the problem with the healer is this one, you won't be able to see this because he's not low in health. So you would have to damage the target. And again, these sparring targets don't even really take damage. Like I'm a healer, I can't even damage him. But you see the healer healing him right now. So here's right. See, so what the watcher trying to heal him, which is silly. I guess his health may not be completely up for whatever reason. That's weird. So you could see there. Oh, you know what? Wow. I didn't even know that. That's so weird. I never knew the watcher attacked. What the hell? That's funny. How about that? I never knew that. Dude, I just literally learned something new. This is why the combat tab is so cool. The watcher attacks the enemy. All this time I've been playing for a few years and I never knew my watcher hit enemies. I'm so thinking he just heals. That is freaking hilarious. Anyway, I think that's it for the video. It's just to kind of give you an idea of what's what, but man, I'm really taken back by that watcher hitting the enemy. Huh. See, you never know. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. I will see you later. EV out.